Homophone errors. Homophones are words that have the same pronunciation but different meanings and oftentimes different spellings. On this slide we have placed some examples below that illustrate some funny examples of homophone errors. While it can be quite annoying to hear some of these in speech, they can also be quite entertaining. Some of these examples might be a bit of a stretch, such as diabetes, which does not incorporate an actual word. Betes is not a word. They capture the general fact that homophone errors typically consist of misunderstood words.
As a reader, you have to look for the meaning of the word so that you can understand and have a clear idea of what the phrase means. And then to identify the meaning, it's smart to use the word in a sentence or look at the context clues. And spelling rules can't help you because homophones are often pronounced the same way. Well, they are pronounced the same way. That needs to change. So that.
To mix up words when you hear them on a daily basis but don't have a lot of experience writing them. Some of the most common errors include the tos, the yours, and the affects. Putting the words into the context of a sentence makes it easier to figure out and use the appropriate word.
How to avoid common errors, or how to write right. So the first thing is, educate yourself. Read some books and write some papers. That'll help a lot. A good way to learn homophonic words is to visualize the difference between the two. For example, to memorize the difference between heel and heel, look at your heel for a few seconds, and then imagine a doctor healing a patient. For words which are harder to visualize, using mnemonic devices can be of great help. Some of the most commonly misused homophones are there, there, and there. There is a word used to show ownership. A good way to remember this is to notice that the word there contains the word heir, a word which means future ownership. There is easy because it's a contraction and consists of the words of they and are. If you can use the words they are instead of there, you are using there correctly. Finally, there refers to a place. Another word which refers to a place is here, which is conveniently located within the word there. When reading or listening, identifying the topic of the conversation at hand can help you differentiate between the words to and to. People do this naturally, but if you are stuck, try reading around the words. Having other people read your work can often help you find silly errors which you missed, especially homophones.
Examples. Affect and effect. The word affect with an A is a verb. So the sentence would be, the city was affected by the heavy rains and the flooding last summer. This is because the city was affected and it acts as the verb for the noun. Effect with an E is a noun. The sentence would be, the medication had a good effect on the patient. The effect on the patient is a noun. It is the way that the patient is reacting to the medication. Some other examples would be the to, and to. To is a preposition. I went to the store, to. TWO is the number 2. I have 2 oranges. And TOO means also or in excess. I am happy with the project too. Another common example is there, and there. THERE, there is we went over there. THEIR, there is their car got stuck in the ditch. And the last there is a contraction, meaning they are. So they are going to the store tomorrow.
In summary, homophones are words that sound similarly but are spelled differently. There are no major tricks to prevent all homophone errors. The prevention of homophone errors comes from just being familiar with the English language and how it works, and by checking your writing.
You can't start over.
And then there's our bibliography.
Woohoo! Nice.
We can start